Is not my fault.
Oh my God.
We have a brand new game.
I was trying to contain myself. Oh my.
Go option one, not safe. These are insane.
And Brandon keep killing it.
Let's not waste any time, Jarrell. We got a lot to get done today. Let's get after it. We got too much to talk about today. This episode could be 4 hours long, Jarrell.
Maybe.
It might have to be. Let's go. Lights, camera, action.
Yeah, we back again.
Talking all the latest gear.
Bring your lens, bring your friends.
Sony gang.
Pull up.
Canon fan people too. Black Magic Mafia.
Tell me what you're shooting, fool.
We got red users flexing. Lumix gang in the chat. Nikon in the cut. Yeah, we steady making
Stacks on stacks.
We breaking it down. No filter. Tell the real from hype. If the camera ain't fire.
We ain't giving it no likes.
NAB.
New drive.
Cine cam.
Who's high?
Black Magic.
Price drive.
Man, that's a
jackpot.
Firmware.
Updates.
Leaks and the rumors. Who got the best shot?
Creative and the movers.
Look, this is Uncensored Real Talk. No cap. Live every week. Yeah, the fam got our back. See if it connect. Man, you know where it's at. So grab your popcorn, hit subscribe, and let's chat. Let's go.
Wow.
What a week, my boy.
What a week.
What a week.
Can we say best week ever?
In the history of Uncensored, this might be the best week we've ever had.
I don't think anything's dropped this crazy. Well, I mean, maybe last year.
I don't think we've had this many drops from different brands in the same week.
Oh, yeah.
Like this.
Canon did it, though.
I mean, Canon dropped a lot, don't get me wrong, but they didn't drop, they didn't drop all their cameras in 1 week.
That's true.
Like, sitting here trying to figure out what goes in the thumbnail, what doesn't go in the thumbnail, like, what are we going to cover first? What topics do we cover first? And then, literally, as the week was going, people were telling me, like, 24 hours, they're like, hey, you're about to get something new from Red. I'm like, Red? And they're like, oh, by the way, you think we're done? No, there's another camera coming. Well, what else could there be? We got more information on the Fuji. Fuji?
Yeah, seriously.
You know what blew me away though? Jarrell, I actually got an email from Sony this week. I did. I got an email from Sony. Sony sent me an email that said, hey, we are excited to announce that we released something new. I know nobody here realized that. No one else. I don't know if everybody got the same email I got.
Y'all didn't hear that Sony dropped something new?
Yeah, Sony sent me an email to let me know that they released 2, not 1, but 2 new memory cards this week. Shout out to Sony. Sony said we're playing.
They're tough memory cards?
Yeah, big budget memory cards for the camera that they didn't release this week. So. Yeah, crazy. Everybody tried to get in this week, but
will there be condo videos? No, I'm just wondering.
Of course there will be. How do you think they're going to get invited back next year?
I just wonder what they're going to talk about.
Sony, please.
Their memory cards?
Talk about what Sony is all about. Remind the internet that Sony exists, because in a week where it was so easy for them to get forgotten, this was that week. Man, we have a crazy show in store for you guys today. We got a lot of news to get to. Couple quick things before we hop into it. I see y'all's comments every single week. All right, I'm excited this week. We can fully open up and talk about a few things, but let's get it straight. When it comes to certain cameras, y'all need to learn how to read between the lines. I tried to help y'all know what I could talk about, what I couldn't talk about, and some of y'all lost y'all minds. So y'all need to understand that, like, at some points there's going to be things that we just can't talk about because, you know, maybe we know some unreleased things. So this week, though, I am fully open and excited to talk about the Nikon ZR. I'm excited to talk about the Canon C50. And some other stuff that came out that on any other week could have been a headline story.
Yes.
But this week, it wasn't the headline because so much happened.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So super excited to actually talk about, you know, the ZR. In case you guys didn't see my video, if you did see my video, we'll be able to go into a little bit more detail. So if you guys have questions about that camera, we can actually talk about it on the show and our uncensored nature. So we're going to definitely jump into all of that. But we want to know from you guys, before we even kick things off, what was the most exciting thing that released to you this week?
Put it in the chat. Put it
in the chat right now. In the chat, let me know what is the most exciting thing that released to you specifically. What are you grinning about?
The comment section is wild. I don't even think they care what we're talking about.
Oh,
They're having their own discussion in the chat. You know, the one that I thought was the most funniest was actually Shane.
What?
Is that a double entendre?
You're an idiot. All right. Shout out to Sober Dad. He said, "Hey, oh my gosh,
wow,
super chat.
It's gonna be one of those weeks.
It's gonna be one of those weeks."
Mac Chaudhry super chatted $49.99. CF50.
Bro, we appreciate you, Mac, especially after that Canon C50 pre-order
that we know you put in. Oh my gosh. What did Sober Dad also sent in a super chat as well. Hey Brady, what's the damn PO? I know, I'm so bad. This week has been hell. Because I also have like regular work to do as well, and I'm trying to keep up with all this stuff. I know you want to send the PO box. I'm gonna get you. I got it. Hopefully,
Dude,
I have it by next week.
I actually think that Sober Dad isn't sober because his messages be making 5% sense.
Oh my god, we ain't gonna be able to talk. Oh.
Should I out your messages?
$99.99. Canon and his SDI trash.
That's $100. That's $100 side of shade, yo.
Hey, should I put your text messages on the screen, Cam Mackey? Should we?
Cam, he doesn't have control of the computer. It's all good.
He's doing I can.
Go for it.
Guys, do not let Cam Mackey fool you. This is a bit that he is playing on this show. But Cam Mackey needs to come out of the closet too.
Oh my gosh. You're a fool.
He needs to come out the closet too.
All right, so let's see. What are you guys most currently excited about? Let's take a look at it. ZR, 100%. C50. 1, C50. 2, Raptor XE. It's just XE. C50. Raptor XE. ZR. Uh-oh. Over my screen. There you go. iPhone.
C50. No, don't skip.
To Jarrell what is that?
He's most excited to Jarrell Sharon about the C50.
Okay. iPhone with ProRes RAW, ZR, ZR 100% ZR, the ZR, DaVinci Resolve update. That's what I'm talking about. On a week where like that could be big news.
Yes.
It just got buried this week.
Yes.
Yeah, talking about the price, C50 and new red. Like, we had a crazy freaking week. Shout out to that super chat, by the way, from Lane. He says, red be making noise for beginners and experts. Bro, Christian, the Leica Hectors, if they came in PL, I probably would have tried to buy them immediately. Even though I ain't got the money for them.
Buy them in my heart.
Yes, but man, they are, it is nuts. All right, so obviously we had a lot of crazy news come out this week. Y'all are here for the drama, but we got to start with who released first this week. And that is our good friends over at Canon. Jarrell, Canon C50 is finally here. Let the people know what you're thinking.
The Canon C50, I am going to take a relaxed take, just personally, because y'all are all gas, all glaze. That's what y'all think about me. All gas, all glaze.
That's why they showed up.
No. I'm just saying, I'm going to take I want it in my hands because from what I've seen, I'm going to make I said I was going to no gas, no glaze. This will be the best cinema camera, I think, that Canon may have ever released. I think it will be.
Wow.
I think that it will overtake C70 because of price point and features, but I think it may be. And it's too soon. I don't have it in my hands. That's a hot take, but I think that it may become the best-selling Canon camera that they have ever released.
That's the best setup I've ever heard in my life from a Canon shooter. He goes, "Look, I'm gonna take a relaxed take on this, guys, because y'all think I'm all glaze. This could be the best camera.
It could be. Let me tell you why. Okay? Let me tell you why.
Go for it. It's just the way you set it up. I like the camera. It's just the way you set it up caught me off guard.
Catchphrase.
Okay.
Could be.
Okay.
And I'm not trying to give myself room. I'm just saying I haven't shot on it.
Okay.
So I'm not going to be out here saying it is the best camera.
You were saying about the R5 before you even shot on it. Then when you shot on it, you became an evangelist.
Instant fan. Instant fan. But anyways, this is what I'm saying. Haven't shot on it, so can't say. But I will say why it can be the best thing that they've ever did is features.
Yeah.
And price point.
Okay.
If they would have released a C300 Mark IV.
Yeah.
At $15,000 and does all these things.
Yeah.
I'd be like, congratulations. It's a very expensive camera. No one's going to experience the benefits of this.
Yes.
But the C70 is a cult classic because of what it does in its form factor and at its price. It became something. You don't feel the same way about the C70, but I feel like legendary. It became something that people like literally were like I am a C70 user for life, regardless of what comes out. I think the C50 can do that.
Oh, so what you're trying to say is that the C50 could be Red's Komodo camera, the camera that sells better than every other camera that they've come out with because of the price point and the feature set. I'm not saying it changes the way people move forward.
I'm not saying it has the best image. I'm not saying it has internal NDs because obviously it doesn't. Right. Obviously C70, C80 has that. I am saying it could be Canon's most selling, best camera that it releases. I'm not even looking at the screen because I know Colton, we're high on the Holy Spirit. We're gonna be smoking nothing. But with that, clip that. But I'm saying you don't understand. Nobody saw the sleeper of the C70. I don't think y'all understand. I want to know pre-order numbers because I think it moved.
Oh, I think it moved too.
It moved.
It moved. It definitely moved in my wallet. Look, I gotta say, there's a few reasons why. Because I made this public Tuesday, maybe. I pre-ordered the C50 for a few reasons. One, Canon ain't gonna send it to me. So if I want to shoot on it, I got to figure out a way to get my hands on it. I didn't get it early. I didn't get a chance to shoot with it. And I do think that it does have, I think it has a lot of opportunities. There are a few things that do concern me. You know, I have been very vocal about my opinions about real cinema cameras. Mm-hmm. And I know we go back and forth on what a real cinema camera is, but I have been on the stance that a real cinema camera shouldn't actually have IBIS.
Yeah.
However, real cinema cameras are getting way smaller and are requiring way less rigging than they used to. Mm-hmm. And so because of that, I think we're starting to run into situations where the cameras aren't heavy enough and big enough to actually be stabilized in a handheld environment while just using it. And so there have been some shots that I've seen from the C50, primarily, I mean, not like in a negative way, but just Peter McKinnon's video was one of the ones that I noticed it the most. Yeah. Where the shakiness of the shots was very apparent. And not in a handheld, shaky, cinematic kind of way. More like just the idea that IBIS wasn't there was very noticeable. Yeah. Now, obviously, I know these most cinema cameras from Canon do have electronic stabilization in them as well, and that's normally pretty good.
And lenses.
Well, let me get there. So the thing is that like I also noticed, this was my next point, that he shot almost everything with some Atlas Mercuries, which is that is a very beautiful lens. But while being a manual lens, has no image stabilization. Now, I saw some other footage that was shot with Canon autofocusing photography lenses or the VCM lenses that have stabilization built in, and that looked much better. But I have to say, like, when I buy cinema cameras, I tend to plan to, like, throw PL lenses on them, manual lenses. And the jitteriness of this did kind of, like, take away some of the glory of this camera, but I do want to see like what electronic stabilization can be done on this camera, and it has sort of changed my mind when it comes to should cinema cameras have IBIS or not. I think now my new mindset moving forward is it all comes down to the actual size of the camera.
I could see that. I did definitely see some of that shake. There's a part of me that wonders, is the normal person that was shooting his BTS the person?
No. I mean, I feel like it was mostly him and Maddie, right? Like that was who shot pretty much all their stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know.
At least that's what it came. Well, that's what it appeared to me on the video.
It seemed like they were together, and then when it was, and obviously, why would you do hero shots of Maddie? When he's at his concert venue stuff. But it kind of felt like maybe like he had done a shoot with his band, and then he got together with Maddie in the park.
Yeah, but I feel like, I mean, this has always been my thing about Peter McKinnon videos. He's in a lot of his shots.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So somebody else got to be shooting.
So that's what I'm asking. Like, we need more footage. We said this before the show. I need more footage to be able to 100% know what this is going to be like.
Yeah. Now, Lane asked a question. Thank you so much, Lane, for the super chat. He said, if you didn't have RF glass, would C50 you switch? So would I switch to the C50? So the truth is that because I have so much RF glass, that definitely made the C50 more enticing to me personally. If I was not in the C50, if I was not in the RF ecosystem, I don't know, because the truth is if I'm not in the RF ecosystem, then I got to think about where else could I possibly have been, right? Which is what's so cool about this new space that we're in with all the gear that came out. If I'm in the Lumix system, let's say I have all the same RF lenses, but they're all for Lumix, I still think that the S12 right now is standing 10 toes down against everything that came out this week. I still think that the Lumix S12 is standing 10 toes down. It did not get snuffed out by all this new tech that came out.
The S12 is still doing 6K 60 open gate.
Yeah. Well, 5.1K open gate, 60 frames a second.
Yeah. But okay, I get what you're saying. But the Canon can do 6K 30.
Yeah.
Open gate. And so
Yes.
that is a real difference between the two.
Yes.
And the S12 is cheaper.
And the S12 is cheaper. So if I'm not in the Lumix camp, if I'm in the Lumix camp, I'm not looking at this camera. Honestly, I have an S12. I'm happy with that. I don't think that the C50 is strong enough to make an S12 shooter decide to switch to trade lenses and go into a new system. Now, if I'm in the red Nikon camp, am I looking at the C50? As much as and we're going to get to the ZR in just a little bit, as much as I have some really strong opinions about what the ZR is, I don't think that the ZR is a C50 equivalent. I also think that you're looking at half the price, dang near. So it's just a totally different world.
Yeah.
And then the same with if you're not happy, if you're not in the Nikon and let's say you're in the Sony world, does this make me, if I'm an FX3 owner, does this make me go, I'm switching to Canon because they made the better FX3? I don't necessarily think they made a fully better FX3. I think that it really does come down to what system that you're in. All that to say,
I disagree.
there is,
Personally.
I mean, does it have some better things? Absolutely. But you can't be, like I've always said, if you're going to try to get somebody to switch their camera body or their system from one thing to another, you can't be as good. You can't even be just a little bit better. You have to dominate.
Stop the cap.
I'm not stopping the cap. I'm not saying, you really think
So hold
that
on.
the
No.
C50 dominates over the FX3?
You talking about the C50? No. Yeah. So this is what I'm going to say. In a real way, I think that absolutely the C50 is way better of a camera than the FX3. Way better.
It's better. I don't know if it's way better.
I think it's way better. Do you see? Now, I will say this in the same way. I think the S12 is way better than the FX3. I think it's way better. When I've seen comparisons of the S12 versus the FX3, the FX3 looks mushy. Now, I have not seen a C50 FX3, but I guarantee you that image is going to mop that FX3.
Well,
but it's an old camera.
It's an older camera.
With a smaller sensor.
But what I'm saying is it enough to make you say, I'm leaving the FX3 and going?
No, I'm waiting. If I'm Sony,
I'm waiting.
If I'm Sony, I'm waiting. I don't think that this is a camera that makes Sony boys switch.
Yes.
But unless there are a lot of Sony boys that are mad. So I do think that,
that makes
the disgruntled people will. But what I care about from this day forward is it used to be, and I'll be real, the FX3 was such a freaking cool camera. So cool. So small. So
first of its kind.
It was the mark of,
it changed the industry.
Bro, Canon has that now, and it's better. So when people look out and they say, I wanted something like that that's better, and they're making first-time buying choices.
Yes.
Oh, they're taking that market.
I think if you're coming
Especially if the FX3 ain't coming anytime soon, new acquisition, we the best music. I'm just, bruh.
Andrew said, yeah, we Sony mad. Look, I gotta say that, I think that the C50 is an amazing camera. But to what I was answering, the question of if I wasn't RF invested, would this be the camera that I would just be jumping ship for? Or would I be trying to get it as much? Probably not. But
that's a good one. If you've got nothing today and you've got how much money? 5,000?
Let me finish my point real quick.
Okay.
The C50, if I don't have RF, I don't know if it makes me go, ooh. But the Lumix S12, I didn't have anything. That made me go, ooh.
Do you think it's because you don't have the C50?
In my hand? I mean, obviously, once you actually shoot with it, that can change some stuff. But,
because you weren't ooh about the C1. You weren't ooh about it until you got it.
No, I would. That's the reason why I reached out to get it.
No, I understand, but it wasn't like. So you're disagreeing. You felt like the moment it released, you were like, I want this camera.
The S1 II. Yes, because I didn't feel like that about the S1R2. When the S1R2 came out, I was like, ooh, that's cool, but not really. S1 II came out, and it changed it for me. Uh-oh. Super chat coming in. Oh. That's one person.
Added $25. I have two FX3s. I plan on selling them and buying a C50/C80. Gerald was right about everything.
All right, we'll see y'all later. This was great.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
This has been a great episode.
Welcome.
Later, guys.
Welcome to the fam. Canon fan people, too. We should rewrite it.
Rewrite what?
The rap.
What's this we?
We leave out.
What is this we?
We leave out a few people.
Leave out a few people.
Leave out a few. Canon plan. I'll send you that money back, Fran, after the episode.
No, he won't. Oh my gosh, you are wild.
I didn't. Let the people talk.
All right.
Oh, so I feel like you already answered it, but you have $5,000 today. 5,000 boys in the chat, and we saw you, Nika. Boys in the chat, $5,000 today, and on a gift card for B&H.
You got nothing.
What are you buying?
5,000. That's it.
5,000. That's it. What are you buying?
Dang. Ooh, this is diabolical. Everybody saying happy birthday to Doc. Can we change the subject to say happy birthday to Doc?
Stand 10 toes.
All right, you go first. I need a minute.
If I only have 5,000, am I trying to do everything that I do today?
You got $5,000. That's what you said. See, that's what my brain. I need to know where you're going first. So let's go.
Okay.
$5,000. What you got?
R5 II.
No lenses?
No, it's on sale right now.
Okay, for how much? 4,000?
35.
35?
Yeah.
Is it really?
On Canon's website.
On Canon's website. All right, let's find out. Go ahead, keep going.
And then
so you got
what can I get?
$1,500. You got $1,500.
I'm gonna get some of those prime lenses, those prime cheap lenses. Like
so
an 85 and a 35.
Expensive camera body, cheap lenses. That's the way you gotta go.
Get out of here.
No, I'm asking. That's what you said.
Yes.
Stand 10 toes.
Yeah, I am standing 10 toes, but they're not cheap lenses.
You said you're going one of those cheap lenses.
We can't get those red rings.
Well, you could if you bought
when
more.
When I say cheap, I'm saying it with love. When you say cheap, it sounds like there's a aftertaste on your mouth.
You're the one that's out here being sensitive, dog.
No.
You being sensitive. No. I said the exact same words you said.
85 and 35. That's what I'm doing.
That's what you're doing.
But as an alternative, if they were both 35, I'm getting the C50.
You can't afford jack squat because that $3,500 is not true. It's $3,900 even on Canon's website.
Oh,
what?
Maybe
it's
it already
$39.
Passed. Maybe it already passed.
It's on sale from $42.99, but right now the Canon R5 Mark II body only is $38.99.
I'm shopping on tax-free weekend and I'm getting a 35 and 85.
You can't afford what you're asking for, dog.
Hold on, let me see.
$5,000. Oof. Yeah, if I got $5,000 to spend on any camera purchase, what did y'all say? Let's see. R5. What did you say?
No,
what?
You. Bro, stand 10 toes.
Well, because I genuinely feel like the best.
I'm getting some EF glass.
I mean, at $5,000, if I'm being really honest, at $5,000, I'm going used. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like if I got nothing and I only got 5 bands,
sure.
I'm going used. But if we're talking about new cameras right now, if I had to buy a new camera, because I know that's really what people want to know.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go. It's gonna piss a lot of y'all off. Mirrorless camera. Gosh.
You gotta get that. Get that Z.
I don't think so.
At 2,000, you can get some
22?
expensive lenses.
Yeah, I just so I'm going back and forth in my head between the ZR and the S1 II. Primarily because with the S1 II, I can get the 24-60 lens, which I feel like that combo can knock out most of what I need to do. But the ZR is a fantastic buy at $2,200, and it leaves me some really good room for some really good lenses. And, well, we'll get to it, but I get a flavor of red R3D RAW. That's a tough one.
How much is the lens?
The 21-60?
The 24-60?
24-60.
Dude, that's $900. Dang, that's diabolical.
That's what I'm saying.
You're gonna have money for batteries and memory cards,
bro.
and
I can get myself a nice wide angle lens while I'm at it, so I can do the real estate stuff and start making some real money real fast.
this man ain't gonna have no money for SD cards.
I mean, you ain't got no money either.
He's gonna be showing up to the shoot with one battery.
You ain't got no lenses. You bought this nice ass camera, no lenses, can't shoot nothing. I know
What are you
ain't talking about.
What you talking about?
You can't afford lenses on your setup either.
Get out of here.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Stand 10 toes. Don't call me out, and then you ain't got no media neither.
Oh, am I getting called out by Luis? What do you mean, no logic?
Yeah, you ain't got, bro. Come on.
These are not. It's not emotional.
Look,
How long have I been talking about the R5 Mark II?
Hold on. I gave you my logical answer. My logical answer is I'm going used. The logical answer is I'm going to hit the used market. I mean,
I would too.
Like, realistically, like what we talk about, like if we're talking about R50 versus like anything else on the market, like you can get a C70 right now for like 4K. You can get an R5C for around 4K. So there's a lot of options, especially if you're willing to go used. I'm just saying, if we're talking genuine new cameras, what's currently out, because we want to know, like, what's the best camera? If we're at around $5,000, I still think that the S1 II slaps. I still think that the ZR slaps. And they give you enough money to then be able to go buy other stuff that's probably, in my opinion, more important than the camera body. Because you date the camera body, you gotta marry the lenses. And if you don't have a decent lens to go, you're gonna be in trouble. So
yeah,
that's at least been my opinion. But oh man,
I'm redlining for sure.
But here's the thing: the big question is, did Canon make a better FX3 than Sony? Let's lock that down right now. With the C50, is it a better, and not just because it's a newer sensor, better image? Let's take the image out for just a second, just from the camera, what it can do. Because I think FX3 is going to come out with an FX3 Mark II is going to show up, and I think it's going to probably have a 6K sensor. It'll probably image wise will go toe to toe. But let's talk about everything else.
So what are you basing it on?
Everything else.
What do you mean though?
Like the body design, the fan, the memory cards, the software, the photo video aspects of it, the hot shoe handle, the lack of 32-bit float internal. Like when we're talking about this camera outside of just the image. And specifications, what it can do you think that this is the new standard? Like if the FX3 has been our standard,
yes, is
the C50 the new standard? Keep it this way, or do you think it left some things out that keep it from being the new standard?
All facts, no cat. Better in almost every way. I can't think of a thing that the FX3 does better than this does, except for, and I'll be honest, 12,800 ISO.
Yeah.
That would have been nice.
Yeah.
I get why they did the 800, 6400, because oftentimes I will hear people needing to do an ND indoors on the 12,800. It may do better in low light, but more testing will have to be seen.
Yeah.
But when you talk about audio handle, same.
Okay.
Same. Full-size HDMI.
Yep.
They both don't have internal NDs.
Yep.
The FX3 seems like it may be a little bit smaller, less thicker.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe a point towards the FX3. But if it allows the Canon to never overheat, and never is like, obviously you could film in the freaking Mojave Desert.
How important do you think IBIS is on a camera this size? Because I'm going back and forth internally. Like me personally, I've been going back and forth inside.
I gotta be honest. I don't like. I look over at the Lumix and I'm like, ooh, that'd be nice. Okay, it would be nice. But at the end of the day, when I want silky smooth footage, I'm putting it on a gimbal.
I get that, but how many times do we shoot handheld just for the simplicity and not having? I mean, I guess it just depends on how good the lenses are going to be for Canon, because the Canon lenses now, I feel like they have to do so much heavy lifting.
Yeah, I can't judge the IBIS or the lack of IBIS yet. Obviously, we have Peter McKinnon's example of being a little bit shaky, but also that could have been a real choice of, I want this to be gritty. I want this to be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It could be a choice.
Yeah. I mean,
a creative choice.
That is kind of his style a little
For
bit.
sure.
Is that like more raw, gritty kind of look.
Because the CVP video,
that looks good. That looks good.
So that's why I'm like, the reason why I kind of call back to him, and this is no shade, why I call back to his BTS shooter, or his, even not even BTS shooter, but like his shooter. And I said, who was it? Like, how skilled are they? They might be fine. Was that the flavor and look they were going for? Maybe it was. I don't know. It's hard to say. But what I'll say is, I think definitively, I can't judge the IBIS, the lack of IBIS, as a good thing or a bad thing yet, because Canon has wobbles, or has had wobbles in the past.
Yeah.
So to be fair, I can say right now, definitively, it has more features, and everything that the FX3 has, it has, except the 12,800 ISO. Everything else, it's like, I don't know. Definitively the standard small body cinema camera. It is the standard.
Well, I think I'm inclined to agree with you. I think that the C50 will definitely be the camera. My question is, because as we get ready to move into the ZR, right?
Yeah.
And the ZR will be, I think that this first version of the ZR, I've got my opinions. I'm just try to save that for that section. But this week, what did we kept saying everywhere about like the C50? It was the FX3 killer. And then everybody was like, well, just wait until Nikon releases their FX3 killer, right? My question is, going forward, will we be calling cameras in this little cinema category C50 killers?
Ooh.
And that's why I say, is this the new standard? Because is this camera strong enough to become what needs to be? Because it's no doubt.
Yeah.
Before C50, before ZR, FX3, I said it, goated body style for a cinema camera. And there was a lot that went into that, right? It was what needed to be killed.
Yeah.
Now, will we go forward and say, if we get a ZR2, is it the C50 killer or is it the FX3 killer?
So once again, all facts, no cap. It will be what people compare it against, because the FX3 is old. It will be old once this fully comes out in the hands of people, but it will only hold that crown. The undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. It will only hold that crown until the FX3 comes out, Mark II. I'm not saying that it will be taken from it, but holy moly, like when you release, obviously 3 to 4 years for a camera to come out.
Yeah.
Like from the beginning of inception to when it's manufactured in people's hands.
Then where's the FX3 Mark II, Doc?
The thing that I'm concerned about is the Sony shelf any camera that was on the near horizon to freaking smash
to go
the C50
to go even harder.
Because if it's in, not even in production, but if it's like, dang, we done spent millions and we ain't going back now. But if there's somewhere in the process that they're like, nah, we need to put IBIS in it, or like we need to find a way to put electronic NDs in it. If they're in that early enough in the process to be able to change it, I do fear a little bit, because I feel like we turn in the homework early.
Well, I mean, I don't think you guys turned in the homework too early for this year, but I do think for next year, because I don't think we're going to get an FX3 Mark II this year. I don't think there's any chance.
I don't think we're getting it.
We would have gotten it this week at Condo.
For sure.
But
at least an announcement.
Yeah. A teaser, something. And I also do know that at those Sony Condo trips, they do talk to creators about what's coming next, and they'll ask them for feedback and input or whatever. So hopefully, they told them to not to phone it in. Hopefully they weren't too distracted by what was happening at Sony Condo and they saw what was going on. Because if I'm a betting man, I would say that Sony has an FX3 Mark II in production already, and then what they probably have is like 3, and each one focuses on something different, and they're trying to decide based off price and tech and what's not going to overheat, what they can actually cram into the camera. And based off of what people gravitate to, like all this IBIS talk, I think if there was an FX3 Mark II that was in collaboration right now, that they were like, yeah, but this one doesn't have IBIS. They're like, yeah, take that one out of the... No.
Yeah.
We got to have IBIS.
Yeah.
That's something that people are latching onto.
Yeah.
Can we run back a 4K sensor again? No. We got to go at least 6K.
Can we run back? Maybe. Put it in the prototype.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, they got to be doing that. So, I honestly, I
could see several prototypes being on the table.
I know that's how it works.
Price points, testing.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't release another FX2. That might be it.
I'm going to say this respectfully.
Would that be it?
If you release an FX3 Mark II, or what do you mean? Like, don't even use the EVF. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. FX2 Mark II body, after seeing the C50, I'm goated on saying that's the body style.
This is from a Canon user, so take this with the massive grain of salt. Don't release an FX2 sort of deal where it's kind of a reuse sensor, not fully featured.
No, they gotta go.
You better go to the moon.
You got to,
because
don't release until next year this time if you have to.
You've been taking some L's, dog.
You can't wait this long and then...
You need some W's.
Yeah.
You need some W's for the industry and for yourself.
Now, I do think that Sony could have we kind of switched topics here a little bit, but I feel like Sony could have a banger year next year.
100%.
If you drop an A7 V next year and you drop an FX3 Mark II next year and possibly a FX6 successor all in 1 year, you will have the Canon year of 2024. And we will talk about Sony every single week on this show.
You think we done?
That.
You think we done?
Huh?
You think we done?
Canon?
Mm-hmm.
This year?
No.
What do you mean?
We ain't done this year.
I don't think Canon's done this year.
We ain't done next year.
Yeah, but I'm saying 2 cinema cameras that are the everyman camera and the A7 V from Sony next year, that'd be crazy.
We ain't done.
Everything's not about you.
I'm just saying, we ain't
I'm
done.
talking about Sony having a diabolical year.
You're claiming 2026 for the year of Sony?
That's not what I'm claiming.
I am telling you.
Oh my gosh.
We ain't done.
This man, you are an impossible person to have an objective conversation with. Impossible.
No.
How have we done 95 episodes?
No, it's not impossible. I'm not saying that Sony might not have a banger year. I'm just saying we ain't done.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. I am saying Sony can have a great year, and that's all I'm saying. And you're like, but Canon, though.
No, I'm just saying we ain't done. That's all I said.
I didn't say you were... Okay. Gosh. Why do I show up every Friday? Same conversation every single week. All right. So as we know, C50 is here. I can't wait to get my hands on mine. I put in an order so that way hopefully I can get my hands on it as soon as possible. I definitely want to see what the camera can do. I've already seen some new stuff coming out about it. Like, for example, when it first came out, there was a lot of talk that said, like, the only way to shoot open gate was in RAW. That is not true.
Yes.
Also, there's that new feature that allows it to shoot horizontal and vertical at the same time. But a few caveats with that. If you're shooting the 16:9, it's going to pull the 9:16 out of that same frame. So it's not using the open gate extra top and bottom of the sensor. And then also you do have to be running 2 memory cards for that to work, because it's going to write one file to one card and the other file to the other card. So few really cool features though coming out. I mean, it's very clear when you look at Canon doing stuff like that in this camera. Social media is pushing camera tech. It's not films like it used to be. I feel like the biggest innovations we're getting in cameras now has mostly to do with what is going on in the social media landscape. And it makes sense because more people who are creating for social media are buying cameras than people who are like buying them to make films.
Yeah.
And I'm putting YouTubers into that social media scape. Like even YouTube content creators or YouTube filmmakers, I'm putting them in that same boat. They are buying more cameras, and Instagram and TikTokers are buying more cameras than people who are buying cameras to actually make films with them. And they're probably even rivaling photographers and moms and dads who are buying photo cameras to be able to take pictures of their kids. I can almost say that there's so many people who want to make it on social media, and buying a real camera is probably what's pushing the market. And so we're going to see our cameras start to adjust to that market. Whoa. Oh my God.
Nika super chatted
Let's go.
$105. You show up every Friday, the same reason I do. Go ahead and hit that button for the people. So I can take a nap, lol.
Hey, look, I got to make a point before we press this button. Because I be reading y'all's comments. So for everybody who says, when y'all press that button, it's inappropriate to the women. She put $105 behind it and said, push the dang button.
Push the button.
I don't like men so much. I said I like women. Women.
That's the reason why I love this community.
Yes.
Because we come with it. Let's go, Nika. Shout out.
Go. Oh my gosh.
Shout out to Nika for always supporting the show. Oh my gosh. Let's go.
Nika is pushing this channel to greater heights.
Oh my gosh. All right. So we know we had Nika, by the way, I think he said it's time for you to go take a nap. So Nika, if you got to bounce, we appreciate you. Much love. As always, one of the OGs of the channel.
Yes.
All right. So what'd you say?
I am delivered.
Oh yeah, by the way, we got over almost 300 people watching the show live with us right now. 296 people rocking with us right now.
Hold on. How many trash cans do we have? Do we have 280 trash cans right now? There's 220. Sorry, my math was wrong. We have 220 trash cans not liking the show right now. Go ahead, take your phones out your pocket. Hit that like button.
Hit that like button right now. Come on, don't be trash cans. All right, now here's the other thing I want to say. I was like, I ain't no trash can.
We trash.
Trying to say we trash. Sir, I am not a trash man.
Cam Mackey, you take back that dislike.
Oh my gosh. Hey, I know a lot of y'all like to hit the thumbs down. Don't forget to hit the thumbs back up. All right. I know what y'all be doing. All right. I know the game. Don't forget. We got a few things I do want to quickly just point out because we did get a super chat earlier and I want to make sure we celebrate it. So first off, we got a super chat that came in from Sober Dad. He said, hot take, iPhone 17 Pro becomes Netflix approved. Plus, his birthday was yesterday. So
is he predicting?
I think he's predicting.
Okay.
It's a hot take that is going to become Netflix approved. So first off, I am inclined to kindly agree with you. And second of all, happy birthday. What?
That's wild.
That the iPhone's going to become Netflix approved?
Dude, I feel like you can throw the Netflix approved list in the trash if it becomes approved.
Nah. Watch it become
I'm not
approved.
trashing the iPhone 17.
Oh, I'm just watch it.
But the moment that cell phones get on the list, nothing matters. You know what's going to be Netflix approved? AI.
Bro,
Sora.
actually, Netflix just came out with like this huge list that just basically condemned using AI in their movies. So like if the movie has too much AI in it or uses AI in certain elements, they're fighting back against it. So
AI is fine. AI is not fine. CGI is great.
So what's more important there is happy birthday to Sober Dad. Also, tomorrow we are celebrating Doc's birthday as well. So we got a couple of birthdays. Got a couple birthdays in the chat. So we just want to say happy birthday to y'all. I used to have a birthday thing set up, but I don't think any of it is ready. I really don't. Oh, okay. So we ain't got the graphics, but we got the So happy birthday to everybody who's celebrating birthdays this week. If you guys do have birthdays, maybe we should figure out a way to like make that like a continuing part of the show where like we celebrate the birthdays every single week. I don't know. I think that'd be fun.
Thank you, Bill.
What happened?
He said I'm right. I'm getting a lot of love today.
Well, it's because it's Canon news. Canon's in the
The
title.
iPhone 17 is not. Oh,
Canon's in the title. Canon thumbnails. You're gonna get all the Canon fan people who show up. I will say they do rock with you hard.
What do you have to say about Ezreal?
Why is the birthday
No.
music?
Oh. That's not. Ezreal's been agreeing with me.
What are you talking about?
We converting. You have to go back and watch after.
Oh, I can't keep up. The chat is wild today. We didn't even hit 150 likes, bro. We're not even halfway. We got a bunch of trash cans watching.
They're remaining trash.
Or
we're gonna have to say it multiple times to
or
motivate.
we got a bunch of Sony haters just chilling in the cut right now. And they've been mad since the show started. And we should just be happy that they haven't hit the thumbs down button.
Can I say this, Sony executives that are watching right now?
Mm-hmm.
As a brand, I don't dislike Sony. We don't.
Okay.
We want great cameras from you.
Yeah.
You have made great cameras. You have great marketing. We would love great cameras from you in the future.
Yeah, I think it's so. I talked about this, I think, on the show maybe last week, but then I also talked about it on the private deal. And I want to make this really clear, especially as we get ready to go into our next story. The whole point of this show is for us to be able to speak openly and honestly. As you guys know, these shows are not sponsored. These shows are never sponsored.
We've been hit up like once or twice.
Yeah, this is a very hard show for sponsors to get behind.
We talk too much trash.
We do, but also this show, if you guys have noticed and that you're watching, we don't run ads during the live show.
Yeah.
Because we don't run ads because when you run ads during the live show, everybody gets ads at different times and YouTube pauses the live stream for you when you get an ad and then it starts back up. And then when it starts back up, you're behind. And so not only do we not sponsor the show, but we do not run ads on this show. So this show makes us no money. As people have told us, we hate money. And so because the show runs this way, when you guys super chat or you guys become members of the channel, that is everything to us because that's literally the only way that we can make this show happen. So amazing people like Nika, that's the reason why we like shout them out. And like when Cam and I mean, Sober Dad and anybody who super chats, we make it a big deal because we want to be able to do this show openly and honestly, which means flat out, some seasons a brand is going to do good things and we're going to say good things about them.
Yeah.
But then there are seasons. Go watch season 1 of Uncensored. Watch last year's episodes. Lumix was not doing well if you watch this show, but they came out with some really good cameras.
In Brandon's eyes.
Okay, whatever. They came out with some really good cameras. And because when you do bad, we say bad things, but when you do good, it allows us to say good things. If you started off good, but then you start saying bad, you start making bad cameras, then we're going to have to be honest and tell the truth. And you guys are smart enough to understand it. We know that, and we just want to be real in what we're doing. So to any brand that gets offended or their feelings are hurt or whatever because of what we're saying about your company at that particular time, we are just wanting better gear from you. So that's it. That's the truth. That's how we feel. And it can change camera to camera.
We're selfish and greedy.
Yeah, and we also know
we're always going to want more.
Yeah.
So just know that.
Yeah, that's our job.
We may be unreasonable, but we're letting you know.
Yeah. Like we know what this is. Like we know exactly what this is. So yeah. So
make it bigger, faster, stronger,
and
smaller.
Cheaper.
And every year.
Yes. All right. So now let's go ahead and hop into what, in my opinion, was also maybe hand in hand with the biggest release this week. And that is the brand new Nikon ZR. It is here and I can finally talk about it. Y'all have no idea how hard it was not to talk about it on the show. A few of y'all, I'm gonna call you trash cans, kept trying to get me to break NDAs live. I need y'all to knock that crap off because the truth is, we know the executives be watching, and so they just waiting to send me
Catch you
a
slipping.
cease and desist. So wait, So, Mark, don't make me call you out by name. Just did it. But yo, we are so excited to finally be able to talk about the Nikon ZR. First off, I think you can't talk about this camera without mentioning the price point. What? Oh, we got another lady in the chat. You can't talk about this camera without talking about the price point. I think that is one of the most insane parts about this camera. Now,
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm going to be very honest in this because this is uncensored. There are problems that I have with this camera. But then, just like with a lot of Blackmagic cameras, and this is sort of where I've been finding myself with this camera, you go back to saying like, okay, yeah, Blackmagic is really great, this, that, and the third, but it's kind of doing this, it's kind of doing that. And you're like, yeah, but the price though. And you're like, yeah, you're right. That's kind of how I feel about the ZR. But let me also be very transparent and honest here. Today I have on, where my button at? Today I have on my Nikon red hoodie. All right? I'm repping. As a red shooter, I have feelings about this camera. I have feelings about the red on this camera. I have feelings about the R3D and just the whole the Z Cinema and some of the branding around this camera. So I am a very torn person. So I'm gonna ask for a little bit of grace today because I might feel like I'm just letting you guys know off top. Unlike Jarrell, who's like Canon could do no wrong, I feel like some wrong might have been done here.
Whoa. I'm not going to turn the story. I don't believe that.
I feel
Canon
like
has done some wrong.
Okay, well then clip that and let me use it in any context I want to in the future. Let me turn
I'm
that
not
into
going to
a
turn the
meme.
story. I'm not going to turn the story. Not going to turn the story.
So let's jump into the ZR. You have some thoughts on it.
Yes.
I'll let you go first.
Okay.
Let us know what your thoughts
Appreciate
are
that.
on it. I do not need a shot of Henny. Thank you though. Let me know your thoughts on the ZR. And then I'll let you ask me any questions that you might have. And then
Yes.
chat, if you guys have any questions about the ZR for me, let me know. But let's just jump into it.
My thoughts on the ZR is the image that I've seen on some people's videos look incredible.
Yeah.
They look incredible. Like, I'm going to start there because I think, there might be some deficiencies or some quirkiness with the camera.
Yeah.
I think from an image standpoint, at a price standpoint, oh my gosh, is there a better image at $2,000?
Well, let's say 22, just be safe.
22. I don't know. And I think you could increase the price. You say, hey, is there a better image at 25, 28, 3,000? I don't know. Like, that image looked incredible. Now, I will say this personally about the ZR. I also saw some images that I didn't love coming off of the ZR.
Yeah.
And it made me start thinking, why am I seeing conflicting images from I know people that make incredible images? And I think it was kind of revealed a little bit in people's YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Because it seemed like some people got the camera for a week and maybe even unsupervised.
Yes.
And then it feels like some people got the camera for like a day or less than a day. Like we were just passing through town. And so that's where I'll say, and I'm not saying that everyone that had it for a short time didn't have good footage. I think your footage looked great. I'm just saying there was like some things where it's just kind of like Mark Bones' video looked really great.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who else video looked really good.
I loved Maddie's intro.
Maddie's intro, good. Cam Mackey has some good footage in there. I just feel like, to me, I bring it up to why I feel like I saw great images and I felt like I didn't always see great images.
Yeah.
It makes me fearful about the camera. Just personally. Like, I just like, is this a good buy? Is this a pre-order? Do I step in and get it? Like, is it based off of just the timeline that people had it? Was it based off of, the chaperone that was with them? Like, I just don't know. And so that's just where I say I feel conflicted about the ZR. Obviously, I know we're going to talk about like the different quirks of the camera, whether it's like micro HDMI or it's the micro SD card or that sort of stuff. But I feel like from an image standpoint, I appreciate the image. And I think if you can craft it and you got time to craft it, light it, I think you're going to have an incredible image out of it.
Yeah, so that was sort of my same experience. Like, as somebody who shot with a camera, and I was one of those people who only got it for a few hours on a day. Now, I was, prepped on the camera ahead of time, so I kind of knew what I was stepping into. But the camera is completely different. It does not have the same menu set. I mean, the big menus are about the same as any other Nikon camera, but it has some very unique things that, the hardest part I think about reviewing a camera is there's two parts to when you review a camera. And just to give you guys a little bit of like information on like kind of like how videos are crafted when you do a traditional review. Mm-hmm. As a reviewer, the first thing I do is I go out and I shoot with the camera stuff that no one will ever see. And that's just so I can get an idea of, okay, what codecs do I want to shoot? How do I expose those codecs? Mm-hmm. Like all these little things that I need to know how to get the best image out of it. And that's for me to understand. Then there's a second shoot where I then go out and I create the content that I'm going to use for my YouTube video, right? But when you're only given 6 hours with the camera, you kind of have to do both of those things at the same time. Mm-hmm. And so to give anybody whose footage doesn't look amazing when they were only given 6 hours with the video, like a little bit of grace is you don't know how to expose the camera properly. You don't know, because like each codec is different. The R3D NE on this camera, we don't know if it should be properly overexposed, underexposed, 2 stops over. Like they did give us the base ISOs on them built in the camera, which was nice, but like you don't know which one is better for which situation. And then you got to figure out like how you get the best colors out of it. And this is where one of my kind of gripes with the camera came in is I was underneath the impression, like they told me beforehand that the camera was going to have R3D RAW, but it was a 12-bit NE R3D RAW, right? And I knew the camera was a collaboration with Nikon and Red. And so I brought my Red brain to the shoot. And when I shot with the camera, to Brandon Talbot's point in his video that is not red enough, that like if you shoot red and you try to take what you know from red to shoot with this camera, it does not help you. Like the traffic lights, not there.
Yeah.
The raw false color, not there. The fact that you have base ISOs that you're supposed to shoot at, even when you're shooting in raw, different.
Because what do you have? Do you have for exposure? Do you just have a histogram?
So I had a pre-production model, to be very clear.
Yeah.
And I was told that the histogram may or may not be the best thing to use to judge. And I was like, okay.
So what do you have?
I guess.
You just had the screen?
I had the screen. So that's where it's like one of those things where you go, all right, like, can you really judge some of this footage? Now, you take, and I'm going to guess here. It might have been an America versus Canada thing. But Canadians, because it's different, right? Like, there's Nikon Canada and there's Nikon US. I feel like the Canadians, Jared Undone, Mark Bone, Matty Hopoya, they got more time. So they got a chance to go out, shoot, see what works, go back out and shoot again. And that is a process that every filmmaker needs to do.
Yeah.
You gotta shoot something with your camera, then bring it back, edit it, see what you like, see what needs to happen. Because I've already learned a lot about this footage post-editing it now. And I'm like, dang, I wish I could go back out and shoot with it again.
Yeah.
Because that's what I really want to do now. Because while no, it's not red enough, I think there are some very unique things about this camera that for $2,200, there's nothing else on the market that touches it. And there are ways to get more out of it, but the RAW is different. It's not normal R3D RAW. It's not HQ, LQ, MQ, or ELQ. Like, you don't have that. It's closer to like Nikon RAW, and you're just getting Red's log 310 profile. And when I shot in that profile, like I was nervous because they told me like, oh, you know, like editors don't really support this yet. So I shot some stuff in H.265, blah, 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 blah. If you shoot everything on this camera in the R3D NE, it looks gorgeous. It colors well. The workflow is just a little clunky right now.
Yeah.
But if the workflow gets worked out, this becomes a camera that I go, oh yeah, this could do almost everything when it comes to video from like an image that I want to get out of it. But the issue is that if you go into it, and I said this at the beginning of my video, if you go into it with the wrong expectations, you could be let down. And I think that Nikon, and like to everyone I know, Nikon executives who are watching this right now, I think that there were two things that were done that warped the expectations of this camera. I think the fact that it says Z Cinema on the body and the fact that it says Red on the body warps the expectation. And then people go, what type of cinema camera has a micro HDMI? Or has or what type of cinema camera has a micro SD card slot? Because they're seeing cinema and they're seeing Red on the body, but you just take those two things off. And if you position it more like the Canon 50V, I think it was, like as a video camera, it changes people's expectations. And then you still go, dang, for $2,200, there ain't nothing that's shooting like this.
Yeah. It's the moment that you put on the Jersey 23 and put Chosen One on your back.
Yes.
The expectations change.
The expectations change.
They change.
But for $2,200, if we're talking about image, like from photo, because I shot photos with it, the photos look amazing. I mean, my thumbnail is that. Like, it's crazy. The photos that look, and like there's no mechanical shutter, electronic shutter. Photos look amazing. The video image looks amazing in the Red RAW. But because you think it's a cinema camera and you think it's Red, you go into it with a certain set of expectations and it warps the view of what the camera really is. Because the 4-inch screen, the new menus, the video focus stuff, I think you just change the branding around this camera and it flies. And people don't look at it and go, oh, this is the FX3 Mark II killer. Because I don't think it shouldn't be that. Not for $2,200. But what we should do is look at this camera and go, just wait till they give us a $4,000 version of this camera. That thing will be an FX3 2 killer.
So question, Brandon, before this thing ships, firmware, obviously nothing hardware is going to change before it ships.
Right.
What would you say needs to be added firmware before it ships if you could have your wishes and dreams?
The biggest one is I need no reason to need a monitor. And the reason why I say that is because I do believe that the micro HDMI port is a hindrance of this camera. I said that to them face to face. I said that on the initial call. And the truth is that I believe that if the camera could de-squeeze, had false color, had a better way to double check focus, because like I'm not a huge fan of peaking, but like Red has some really cool controls for being able to like guarantee
their
focus.
Edge tool,
like the Edge tool is so great, and like you own Red now. Let's use some of that stuff. Because it has the Red on the back, I would just like to see them integrate a few of those elements from Red into the software. I think those would be some substantial upgrades that could be brought over via software. I also thought of another one that I don't know if I've heard anybody else talk about. So if y'all hear somebody else talk about this in a video after this, they stole it from me. But I have a DJI Osmo action camera, right? And it has USB-C on it. And I can go out of that USB-C into HDMI, into my computer or into a monitor. This camera has a USB-C port on it. So I don't know if there's an option to go USB-C out into HDMI, and that could, like, if you have to get a USB-C to HDMI adapter, and that could fix the need for a micro HDMI. If there's a way to do that via software, Nikon, do that, because the micro HDMI is such an issue. It's one of the reasons why I am hesitant about ordering it myself.
Yeah.
Because I just don't think that the camera can be functional without a monitor. And just like with the Pocket 4K, which is like very similar vein, they put a big screen on it, said you don't need a monitor, but they gave you a full-size HDMI just in case you needed it. I think this camera is going to be a beast when it's rigged out, but that includes having a monitor. And so if there's a way for me to monitor via USB-C to HDMI, I think those are some of the software updates that could make this camera feel like it's a $3,000 camera that you bought for $2,200 that we know in about 6 months will probably be on sale for $19.99.
Yeah. Coming from a Canon fan person, I will say I think Nikon tried something new when a lot of people don't try new stuff. And we can tell from them buying red, their pockets are deep. So my encouragement is, even if it feels like you're taking licks at all from the community, keep at it, because you guys are going to create a camera through firmware updates on this camera and version 2 or a $4,000 or a $6,000 option, and you are going to create a camera that ain't like anything else.
Yeah.
And you're in the Lumix spot.
Yeah.
Lumix used to be in the Lumix spot, but now Lumix has created something that is incredible. Nikon, you're in the Lumix spot where it's easy to be excited about you.
Yeah.
For your video capabilities. Obviously, you're in the big three, but it's easy now to be excited for what you're willing to do, because it's interesting. Maddie said this in his video. You don't have a cinema line to protect, and I'm like,
yeah, you do. Yeah, I heard that line too.
I was like, I don't. Maddie was a little drunk. No offense, Maddie, because you said a couple of things like, this is the first red camera to have autofocus, and I'm like,
what?
Are you drunk? Anyways,
that's somebody who owns Ari and doesn't look at red at all.
Like, what are you talking about? I'll
be real with you, Maddie don't shoot red. Yeah, there's no way Maddie shoots red.
This is the first red camera with a what? Anyways, I say that to say, dude, super excited for what you're doing, because like this collaboration between Nikon and Red, this is your first swing and got a lot of stuff right, can continue to make fire hits.
So I'm gonna say what maybe I shouldn't say, but I'm gonna say it. I wish this wasn't gonna be the first Nikon and Red collaboration. I wish that this was a Nikon camera that did not have red. And the main reason why I say that is because I think that, unfortunately, a lot of people are going to think now what made this a Nikon Red collaboration was red color science. And red is so much more than their color science. Red is their sensors. And I mean, I don't know if it's like public information or if it's just like very close or whatever it might be, but like, this camera is basically has the same sensor as the Z6 III Mark II. So like, I want to see a Nikon Red collaborative camera, but with a sensor crafted with the team that crafted the Red sensors. Because
for $1,500.
No, go up. Wrong direction.
I'm just joking, but I want it to be.
I want it at like, I mean,
reasonable.
you can still, I mean, Nikon, we're going to get to the other stuff that Nikon and Red are doing, because they don't care about price at all. But like, I want to see a sensor crafted.
Yes.
And make the camera bigger. I mean, this camera is nice. It's small. It's great for social media. I mean, I showed it in my video. You can turn it vertically and it'll be able to shoot all that great stuff. But in a very real way, I feel like this camera could have been, like, have a beefier handle. Like, give me a beefier handle, full size HDMI, possibly even SDI. Throw a fan on it. I'm cool with that.
That's diabolical.
What?
That camera.
Like this is my dream for an FX, or I'm sorry, this is my dream for a Nikon ZR Pro. This is my dream. Keep a lot of what you're doing, but let's go with a bigger body, full size HDMI, Kind of how like the R50 put time code on there. I would rather have SDI. Let's go SDI.
We don't care about Netflix approval.
Yeah, we don't care about it.
They let night phones on.
Let's put a top handle on, and then let's run time code through the top handle if we need to, right? I would love to see 16-bit R3D. And now hear me out. I'm okay if it is limited to ELQ and LQ. I know in the past I said I will take 12-bit. I don't want 12-bit anymore.
Yeah.
Give me the full 16-bit, but limited to ELQ and LQ. And then if you want MQ and HQ, go buy a traditional red cinema camera. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Keep the 4-inch screen. That screen, I see everybody's going to try to figure like whoever
Is it the best screen?
It is the best screen on the back of a camera I have seen so far.
Blackmagic makes some really good screens. Better?
But yes, it's better than their screen and it's more functional than their screen.
Okay.
So whoever makes that screen for Nikon, because I don't know if Nikon manufactures their own screens. I doubt it. That screen's about to get manufactured into every other body. Like watch, we're about to see all cameras now with a 4-inch screen on the back. And when it comes to the software, because you are Z Cinema, let's put reds, like let's do what Canon did. When you're in photo mode, you have Nikon stuff. When you switch to video mode, you have red stuff. And I'll say this, because I know I didn't say it today, because I've been guilty of saying this a lot of times and getting mad at Canon for this. If it takes 4 seconds to switch from Nikon's photos to Red's videos, I'll wait.
You'll wait for red menus.
And I will say
30 seconds. Because you know how long it takes to boot that Komodo X.
I'll wait.
You waiting 30?
I'll wait 10 seconds.
Nope.
No, I'm saying 10 seconds.
How? When you wait, how long for the Raptor?
Nothing I've asked for so far exists. So I can ask for whatever I want.
How long do you wait for the Raptor to boot?
Nothing I've asked for at this point
No,
exists. So I'm saying
Would
I will
you be
wait.
fine?
I will be fine with 10
fine
seconds.
if it was 30?
I said
33.
I will be fine with 10 seconds.
No, I know what you're saying, but would you realistically be okay if it was 30 seconds?
If it was 30 seconds to get into video, but then 5 seconds to get into photo, I'd be okay.
Well, yeah, because you just got to hit the button off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for sure. I see
So that's how it is right now with the C50. It's 4 seconds to go from video to photo, but it's 7 seconds to go from photo to video.
Yeah.
It's longer. I'm saying I'm okay as long as I can switch back to photo fast enough.
Yeah.
I'll be all right.
And the most important thing, my dude, price. Because you talking about dream camera. What does your dream wallet look like?
4 bands. I just basically asked for a Nikon version of the C50 at the same price.
Do you remember that I asked for the Raptor X inside of a Komodo X body for Komodo X price? And this man said I was wild.
You asked for a Raptor. That's
a Raptor
different.
X in a KX body for a KX price.
That is ridiculous.
You're ridiculous right now.
I'm not ridiculous.
4 bands. Give me everything beautiful about Nikon photography. Give me a KX and put it in a Z8 body and let's...
No, I didn't say everything about a KX because I gave up HQ. I gave up MQ.
I know.
I gave up a lot. That's all I'm saying.
All I want is your extended highlights in the KX.
Nope.
Do not give me full frame. I understand if I got to keep it at $7,000, give me the crop sensor and give me extended highlights and I will buy it again. RF.
I think 4K is reasonable for everything I asked for. I think it is.
Oh, I thought you meant like the resolution.
Oh, no.
I didn't say a mirrorless camera, Cam Mackey.
I mean, I don't think that's too crazy. Now, I'm working on a video right now where actually I shot, when I got the camera, I shot the OG Komodo with the side by side with the ZR, just to see like how the color process is and how close they are and all that. I mean, I will tell you guys, after shooting, so the feature that I shot last month, we shot with the Raptor as our A camera and the OG Komodo as our B camera. I'm almost inclined to say, take the OG Komodo sensor if you just need to keep it in order to help keep us cheaper. If you take the OG Komodo and stick it into this ZR Pro that I'm asking for, but make it full frame if you can, stack them side by side, whatever you got to do. I'd almost take that sensor. Even if you're like, that's a 6-year-old sensor. That sensor still slaps, y'all.
Slapping.
It slaps.
Slapping.
So, but I love a new sensor. I'm just going to say that. I love a new sensor. So, give me a new sensor. Give me a new sensor. But I don't know. I'm be honest with y'all. The chat has been moving so fast. I haven't got a chance to see everybody's opinions real quick. So, do me a quick favor in the chat right now. Tell us your final thoughts and opinions on the ZR. We're going to read a few of them off here in just a second. What are your final thoughts and opinions on the ZR?
I need more time. Right now, like I said in the beginning, I'm a little conflicted. I've seen beautiful images. I've seen not great images. I think that the camera, Big Cook actually talked about this in this video that he released this morning. Really great video. But I think that you will be able to overcome some of the HDMI, micro HDMI things. I think that you may be able to overcome the battery issue with the card slot being in there. Through rigging, caging, I think you might be able to overcome some of its things that maybe a traditional cinema camera may have. So the image has to be king, but I need to see more because honestly, there will be no switching. There will only be sister wives if this camera turns out to be great. So I'm going to need a genuine reason to buy a Z-mount lens if I look at this. But the price point, oh my gosh, it's wild. $2,200. There's a good chance that if this camera does what it exceeds expectations, it kind of feels like a no-brainer as a B cam to the Komodo X. Could slow down. Canon for life, but could.
Yeah, I feel like for me, if this camera got open gate, this could be like the anamorphic shooting camera that we've talked about, like buying like a camera just to shoot anamorphic. If you shoot red and the workflow gets dialed in, I think this could be a fantastic B camera to something like the KX or the OG Komodo. But the workflow of the R3D has to be identical. And that's currently the one thing that like I love about shooting reds is that happens. Another big element that I didn't really touch on, but I do think is important, is if this camera is supposed to be part of the red ecosystem, it needs to be able to be connected and controlled by the red control app. Because if it's a part of Z Cinema, and Z Cinema includes the Komodo X, the ZX with the Z mounts, and the new Raptor XE with the Z mount, then this camera being a part of that same family, but it can't be controlled by the same apps, I think is a little bit of a letdown. Yeah. And so that is probably the last little bit of software. I mean, after shooting with it and looking at the footage, and I'll let you get some of my files so you can like look at them for yourself. The red files do hold up. And they look great and they color very, very well. They almost color so well that when I went back to coloring my H.265 footage, I was like, oh, this is not the same. But the image definitely holds up. It's just the usability of the camera that I think with some software updates can be made better. And then it's the post-production usability of the camera, the red workflow on the back end. Once those two things get cleaned up, which I think they can be cleaned up with software, at $2,200, man, it's really hard to beat something like this. So let's go through some of y'all's comments real quick. Shane says, I need an APS-C ZR for $1,400. See, there it is. That's where he wants you to stick that camera in. A couple people saying, I'm getting it. I love it. ZR equals instant buy for the size. ZR is a great travel cinema beast. Dude, I think for the size of it and the travel, man, it is really tough. ZR close to interest, but not for me. I will wait for the next beefier one. I think that like this, they have a really good shot at getting to something that's like a true FX3 killer.
Yeah.
And this definitely showed that they have the right cards. They just got to figure out which ones to play. You know what I mean? Like they got a good hand, and obviously buying red definitely helped.
Yeah.
A lot. I'm just trying to pull a few of these. I see it says I'm a Sony shooter, and still I'll buy the ZR for sure. And that's the other thing with this camera. Throw an adapter on there, and all your Sony lenses come with you. Mm-hmm. I think this, if any camera that has probably come out, this camera could get Sony shooters to switch just because they have the ability to bring their lenses with them. But then if the next version of this is what I asked for, which would be the perfect camera, guys, make that. That camera, I think for sure would get people to switch. Because I already know Sony shooters who are like, yeah, I'm thinking about picking up a KX because they know they can get the Z mount and they can take all their lenses with them.
Dude, Nikon's in a diabolical place.
They can destroy it.
In the sense that they could, and I'm not, Sony boys, calm. I'm not saying that you guys are switching. You guys are probably loyal. But the way that you can bring your glass over, bruh, if Nikon drops the right camera, they could wreck Sony, bro. Should we run a poll?
What's the poll?
What camera drop they're most excited for?
Well, we haven't even covered all the cameras.
So you want to do it later?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it later.
Well, they're already excited though.
Yeah, but we still got to get to the next. We got to get to the next story.
Okay.
So, a GoPro camera for content creators. ZR is great for B-roll. Like it. What does it say? I still have the Canon EOS R, so I'll switch to anything at this point.
How about you switch to the C50?
You started like fist pumping, and then you read the rest of the sentence. You're like, ooh.
No. The R is old. It's old in the can. It still takes beautiful photos, 32 megapixel photos. Great.
Mark
But
says,
get
and
that C50.
technically, Red still supports RF. They do. I think I made the prediction. I was like, I would be surprised if the next Red camera came out and it had an RF mount on it, and I was wrong, but not really. But before we get to that one, we got to talk about who else dropped this week. So this is a camera we knew about, but you and I both know when we went to Cinegear and we tried to ask questions about this camera, they were very weird.
Well, even before NAB, it was in a glass box.
Yeah, don't touch it.
Do not touch. Cinegear,
it was
gotta
out
put
of the
hands
box.
on it. Yeah.
But they still said, don't touch the menus.
Yeah.
Don't touch the buttons.
Yeah.
And so we didn't know a whole lot about this camera, but finally, the information has now come out about this camera. Here's the craziest part about this camera, in my opinion. I think it is the price, dog.
Oh, yeah.
I thought they were going to go uber premium.
Yeah.
With this being their first camera, their first cinema camera ever.
Yeah.
And they have this rich history. But I think that this speaks a lot on where the market is and where the industry currently is sitting.
Stop the cat.
What?
This price, we are taking credit for our episode with Joshua Martin. And that's an OG episode, if you don't know.
Yes, if
But
you made it through that,
Josh came on the show and we were talking about the Eterna, and we said this thing better be at 12, 13, 14,000.
We did say that.
Taking credit. I'm just playing.
Brandon Talbot said this camera was going to be like $30,000, and we were like, no way. And he was like, you guys can't just be saying what this camera is going to be. You don't even know anything about it. I was like, I know that it bet not be no $30,000.
You know what's wild? I got to be so honest with you. The first time I saw it at NAB, I was like, this camera's going to be $30,000.
It looks like it should be $30,000.
Fuji looks robust.
Yes.
It looks like it cost a lot of money. And so good on you for being 16.5. A little high.
I think they pulled it down as much as they possibly could.
Owner operators will buy this camera.
Oh, yeah. So this camera here has the new, one of the big things about this camera is the fact that, one, this is Fuji's first camera to come out. It also is sporting, we know it as a medium format sensor, but in the coverage, they just want to call it a large format sensor.
Yep, large format.
Which makes me wonder, like, okay, like, why are y'all doing that? I mean, like, obviously, you know, it has their G mount on there that works with their G lenses. But, like, at this price point, and for the specs, the image, because we both have seen, like, there's been very few times I've seen an image that stopped me in my tracks. When we were at NAB, we saw the GFX 100 Mark II with the 85 Nisi Aureus on it, and it stopped us in our tracks.
Until we panned it.
I was gonna say, looking at that shot locked off on that tripod, glory,
Yes.
beautiful. And then who was it? Who was like, well, hold on. Yeah. And then he moved the tripod, and then we were like, oh.
We got some jello.
Yeah, it was a little jello. So with this being on a traditional cinema camera, a few things have been done. Well, obviously, it has more processing power, so we're hoping the readouts are better. But then also, one thing that they did do was they removed the, I think it's the OPL like filter on the front of it that they put on photography cameras that like over sharpens them. So it gives it a more cinematic feel. And then this camera has the Eterna picture profile built into it, which currently the only way to get that picture profile will be on this camera. Now we'll see if they, with a software update, send it over to some of their other cameras. Especially because we know that the GFX is being used on films and being used kind of as a B camera to this. So we'll see. But I gotta say, price wise, way to go. They kept the autofocus, which, you know, you're gonna have to be using G lenses, and I mean, I'm not investing in a G lens set unless I also have a GFX 100. But they did come out with that new lens, the 32-90, that allows it to have a zoom range as well as be able to keep autofocus. And so, for a first step into a new market, it is insane to see this image already. Not a lot of footage on it.
Yeah.
But it does look like right now, at least, some of the, like I sent you a video where they had actually some footage in it.
Yeah.
And that stuff looks beautiful.
Yeah.
That stuff looks absolutely beautiful. So this definitely feels like a cinema camera. You're renting this, possibly buying it, but I think a lot of people, even myself included, right now, like, I am very interested to see how quickly this camera becomes available for rent. Because the ability to get this camera, I mean, there's a few really unique features in it that I really want to test and shoot with, like on a feature film. I can't wait to actually get my hands on this because I think the look is going to be everything. Yeah,
it feels like they're taking a page out of Ari's book and not necessarily pursuing resolution. Because I know that a lot of people are kind of feeling like, oh man, 4K. It's got an 8K sensor. And so not all 4K is created equally.
Yeah.
You guys know this. So like there are different and better flavors of 4K, depending on your sensor and then your processor. But what I will say in this, I do think that this has a possibility at being an incredible camera. The only thing that's going to matter is readout speed to me. That's the only thing that I feel like is unknown, is how jello is it going to be? Because once the moment that you switch over to a global shutter.
Yeah.
And this will be true of the C50. This will be true of any camera that comes out.
Yeah.
I'm not just throwing this out for the Fujifilm. The moment you step into global shutter territory, and then you have slow readout speeds, it's like your eyes just become attracted to it. I don't know that your audience does. Like, I don't know that the end user thinks about it that much. But as the person who is spending their hard-earned money on the tools, that's the only question mark for me.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, like, I don't know for me personally, like, because it is such a specific look, I don't know if it is a buy camera. Like, I was underneath the impression that maybe they don't even sell it. It becomes rental only, like the 265 from Alexa, right? Yeah. Because at 1650, is that what it is? 1650, 16.5. At 16.5, you gotta really love the look. And that's a lot of money to spend on a look. You know what I mean? Like you can get looks. I think somebody else said, Andy said it like. He said that's too much money for a picture profile. 16.5 for that. Just learn how to color grade.
Instagram.
It's cheaper, right? And that to me is like, while I get that, I also believe that like renting the camera for a certain look is really the way to go.
Oh, for sure.
And so I see rental houses wanting to pick this up. But another thing about this camera to me that I was like, oh, that's so freaking smart. This camera, because it's their first cinema camera and they got nothing to protect, they could just try stuff we've never seen before. One of my favorite things is that this camera runs off of V-mount batteries or V-lock batteries initially, right? But it does have a slot for their GFX battery. So you put that into the camera, the V-lock battery charges that battery.
Yeah.
And then inevitably when it's time to battery swap, you can just literally take your battery off.
Hot swap.
Put another battery on. That battery, if you've been off for 10 minutes or whatever, that battery will charge the internal battery back up to 100%, and then you're ready to keep going.
Red. Wouldn't mind it.
Dude, when we were shooting the feature, the most annoying thing was having to hot swap batteries because while yes, we had this like really cool, like it was almost like a MagSafe cable that we attached to the back of the Raptor, but that had to have 2 V mounts on it. MagSafe on. Power the camera from there, pull the battery off, put the battery on, and then disconnect and all that. Like just being able to just grab another one, put it on, and the battery never stops. You don't need a shark fin on the back of the camera, making it bigger or heavier than unnecessarily. Like that to me is like the type of innovation I love seeing, and typically it comes from somebody who has nothing to protect. They can just try some random crazy stuff. Like even like, I mean, not to go back to Nikon right now, but like they had never made a video specific camera. So like, let's put a 4-inch screen on here. Everybody else does 3 inches.
Yeah.
Let's try this. Right. Like I love seeing the differences being made. So that's just sort of my thoughts. I think it looks like a really fantastic camera. We both had talked about like, will they really put a screen on both sides? They were like, yeah, we don't know what side you're going to operate from. Put it on there.
Yeah, so like I got to be honest, Fujifilm as a brand, especially with their GFX line, gosh, man, they are also too a camera brand that I can be excited for the products they're coming out with. And so this very much is a camera that is, bro, you hit a certain price point, I ain't buying. I'm just to be real.
Well, that's why, like, for me we're not buying, but we can rent.
No, I understand. But so like this isn't like I'm excited to buy it. I'm just excited as, like this looks like a cool camera. It's open gate. It's going to have a like their film emulations. I don't even know if they call them emulations in their profiles that they put in their camera, especially in their smaller like mirrorless cameras. Bro, dope. We joked about the Instagram colors and profiles, but like they look incredible for on the photo side and video side. I think that this has a possibility of being a really dope camera. Excited for. Probably not going to buy.
No, I'm not saying I'm buying. I don't think.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about me personally. I'm not buying.
Yeah, I'm not buying either. Like I don't think that's for me when it comes to cameras of this level. Like truth be told, like after my Raptor. There's probably nothing that I'm going to buy over $15,000 anymore at this point. Like, truthfully, like, cameras have gotten so good, they're coming out so quick that to lock yourself into a single system over $15,000, unless it's getting used on a regular basis by you, through your clients, or through your films that you're currently working on, it almost doesn't make sense anymore.
Yeah.
Because even, like, I mean, even to this day, like, we're going to get to this story next, but, like, the new Raptor XE, if I were redoing it all over again today, give me the $30,000 because I spent $30 on my freaking Raptor, and like let's go through the plan today. I'm making different decisions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I do think that like while this camera is beautiful, I mean, from the design of the camera, some of the new options that it's giving you, the E. I don't know if you saw the built-in ND, but it's got like E and D, so it's an electronic ND, and it's got like knobs that turn, so you can gradually dial in that ND, and you don't see it shifting. Like when they showed the actual footage, it's so smooth that I feel like you could even do a pull from going inside to outside, and the audience, nobody watching would actually even know. And they even have it on the top handle. Now, if they'll figure out a way to rig that, so like you can have like somebody on a nucleus pull that like remotely, that'd be really cool. But
doesn't Sony have auto electronic variable ND?
Yes, they do inside of the FX6. Yeah.
And it's pretty good.
Yeah, that was really good. That was
pretty good.
I remember when I first got the C70 and I went and shot it up against that camera, and for that reason, I was like, oh, this is definitely a better implementation of ND. But seeing that on this camera, it's just like they are definitely doing the work that requires, hey, we are super late to this market, but we're still going to walk in with something new that's not out for everybody, or that everybody doesn't already have out. They're not just like copying everybody else's homework and saying, hey, we have an option too. They have distinct things in their camera that says like, hey, if you want these things, you got to have our camera. And that to me is like what's even more important sometimes when you're bringing a new camera to market is not can you do what everybody else has done as good as everybody else, but like what are you bringing that is different? Because as we've seen with Sony with the FX3, when you bring something that's so different, the rest of the market sees it and they want to adopt too. So even if you don't plan to ever shoot this camera bringing things like that hot swap battery thing, bro, everybody else should have that on their big body cinema cameras.
The real question that I have for you about the Eterna is the medium format image going to be enough to carry this camera? Like, is it going to be different enough that literally kind of sets this in its own category and makes it something that people are like, I must have, even if it's not buying, but they must use? So
I'm not going to say it's a massive amount of people, because it's, I mean, and a lot of it has been, what I'm going to say next has a lot to do with like access, but like there's a reason why certain directors go for IMAX, because there is a look in IMAX that cannot be replicated any other way. I think medium format has a look that can't be replicated in any other way. And so just like, I mean, I love my Raptor, but when we were at the NAB and that GFX was there and the Raptor was there too, and I was looking at the Raptor and I looked over at the GFX and I was like, I really like that GFX image. And there's no way to get my Raptor to look that way. And it had a lot to do, I mean, it had everything to do with the sensor that I was looking at. And so I think that there will be reasons for that. I think it ultimately comes down to like what you're shooting, what's your story, what's your film. But in a very, you know, I want to see it because like this camera, if anything, it's great marketing for the GFX 100. Because like now I definitely want to try to get my hands on a GFX 100 Mark II because I want to get more inclined with that sensor. And then now, like, if I shoot with that camera and I love the look of that sensor, now the chances of me renting this for one of my films goes through the roof.
100%.
So that's kind of my thoughts on the camera. I don't think anybody here expects us to buy every camera that we talk about on the show, or else we wouldn't be able to do the show because we'd be poors.
That's the expectation. Buy it all.
In this situation, I don't think the value of this camera, like I know when we talk about like the C50 or we talk about the ZR, the question like, are you talking or are you buying? I don't think the value prop of this camera is going to come down to, are you buying? I think it's going to be, would you rent it? And for me, this is definitely something that I would rent. No.
Probably not.
Jerrell's like, no.
Probably not.
Jerrell's like, no, I'm not done it. No. Well, I mean, for my narrative stuff.
I would like to try it. And maybe I would rent it for that. Ugh.
Only for narrative, though, for me.
I want my hands on it.
Yeah. Wild. All right. So we also got another big body camera that I think might have known about the price point of this one. And that's ultimately why we got this one. But in the shock of the week, this was the shock of the week for me.
Yes.
Because I'm also kind of like, why didn't y'all tell me? Why didn't y'all tell me this was coming?
No.
I thought we was friends, right?
I thought I heard in an episode that you were like, there will be no new Red cameras.
Because that's what I was told. I was lied to. Well, is this a new camera, though?
It has to be.
Eh.
What do you mean? What do you mean? You think this is a Raptor X?
Okay,
that's been limited?
No, but yes.
That's wild.
So, okay, hold on. Let me see, because I just got a special little message.
He's checking to see what can be said. Can I run the poll now?
Yes, you can run the poll now.
Let us know what was the most exciting drop this week.
Did you already run the poll?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you already created it?
Yep.
Oh, dang, that was fast. All right, so here's the thing about the Raptor XE. It's the Raptor X with software limitations. So here's the thing. I have talked to some people. I gotta be careful what I can say, what I can't say. I don't want to burn sources, because then they don't tell me nothing no more, and then I can't help y'all make decisions. But read between the lines here. This is not just a Raptor with software limitations. That is not what has happened here. There is some differences to hardware that are very apparent, that are apparent now. And this is just me being able to try to read between the lines a little bit. But those software limitations, I think, will be even more apparent, which gives me hope that the Raptor X, not XE, but the Raptor X can actually still get more software updates.
Okay. And
can actually be better than what it currently is. So if you're not familiar with what this new Raptor XE is, the Raptor XE is basically the Raptor. Same body, same I/O ports, same software, same sensor even. However, the camera is the essential. That's what the E stands for. And it limits some of the frame rate recording that you can do with the Raptor, or that you could do with the original Raptor X. So this is the global shutter. So this is the global shutter Raptor. However, the easiest way to just break it down is if you know the frame rates of the original Raptor X, the Raptor XE is half. Yeah. So instead of it being able to shoot 8K 120, it shoots 8K 60. And then if you want to shoot at up to 120 frames per second, you got to go to 4K to be able to shoot at 120 on the XE. A few other things that are made possible.
That's not a problem.
I know it's not a problem. So listen here. So here's the other thing. A few other things that are made limited in this camera because of that frame rate limitation are things like extended highlights. Because when you shoot with the Raptor X and you shoot with extended highlights, the camera, even when you're shooting at like 24 frames a second, you're really running the camera at 50 frames or 48 frames a second, because it is literally shooting almost like two files together and stitching them together, almost like an HDR type deal. Well, that processing, that power, the camera's ability to be able to do that and then stitch, that's not going to be in the XE. So the XE will not have extended highlights. Another thing that it does that uses that same technology is the Phantom track. That's not going to be there as well. But I'll tell you, to me, what's the most diabolical element of this XE is when it comes to the bundle prices. So you can buy an XE for $1,499. So $1,500, but for $5,000 more, you can get the outrigger handle, you can get the RF or Z to PL adapter with the E and Ds, and you can also get the 7-inch red touch monitor, all for that $5,000 price point difference.
Yeah.
Now I'll tell you that E and D PL adapter, that's $3,500 by itself.
Yeah.
The monitor, $2,700 by itself.
Yeah.
And then the outrigger handle is another $750 by itself.
Yeah.
So you're getting a really good deal on all those accessories.
Yeah.
And so if you don't need extended highlights and you don't need phantom track and you're cool with shooting at the frame rates that the XE has, in my opinion, that bundle is the best Raptor price you can get. And you're going to get an amazing image with great low light. This literally, like, if you look at a Raptor X and you like the image of that, buy an XE. You're basically getting you're getting the exact same image.
Yeah.
The only thing that I am, I guess, a little hesitant about with going with an XE is that if you go with an XE, you are going to like you're locked in at that XE, and I don't know how much software updates you're gonna get. But one thing that was told to me is that there will be a upgrade process. So if you buy an XE and then later on you need phantom track, you want the higher frame rates, you want those other things, you'll be able to upgrade from the XE to just the traditional X if you want to. So you can get in at a lower budget price. And then if you want to upgrade to the full Raptor X package, you can send your camera in and they can do that for you.
Dude, I think that the Raptor X, as just an owner-operator myself, okay, we both do video production outside of YouTube, working with clients, working with businesses. The Raptor X was always at a price that was like, dang.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, we need some of them red price drops. That's what we need.
We don't rap about red price drops.
We need some red price drops. So honestly, we've said this before. We've been on a shoot together, shooting somewhere, and the KX, the highlights at the same aperture, at the same ISO, at the same,
I wasn't even using extended highlights.
Yeah. We had the Komodo X next to the V-Raptor X and not in extended highlights. And it was maybe 1 to 2 stops better in dynamic range than the KX. And the KX is a monster camera. So I got to be honest with you. What they just did with the XE is more exciting to me than the Eterna, even though it's a different camera and different sensor. Because at $15,000, there's a whole possibility, not today, not tomorrow, maybe not even next year, but there's a whole possibility of, if you want a full frame red camera, that's saucy.
Yeah.
That's really saucy. And maybe if I'm shooting surfers in the ocean, I want 8K 120. But bro, I'm good with 4K 120.
Yeah.
I'm being honest. I'm good with 8K 60.
Well,
like that's just me and my shooting style and what I shoot. Obviously, if you need higher frame rates, then get the X. But at 15,000, gosh, thank you Nikon, thank you Red.
Well, and the thing I thought about is, like, if you do get that bundle deal, right, that comes with the EF, the PL adapter that has the built-in NDs. Basically, you don't even need extended highlights at that point, because you can just rock a clear ND and then, you need a little bit more. It's getting too bright for you.
Yeah.
Just throw in that deal and then you're all set.
Yeah.
And it's part of the bundle.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like, man, like I own the Raptor, and like I have struggled buying the 7-inch monitor. I have an outrigger handle. Dude, for $5, like today, even if they were like, hey, for $5 you could buy all this stuff, like as a bundle deal on the side, I would buy that. But you can't.
Yeah.
And Red, that's all I want from you. like make the same bundle that you did for them, offer that to us as Raptor shooters. I also got to say this, because I'm going to just be very honest and blunt. I won't even put you on the camera, so it's just on me on this. I was squirming because when I saw the OG get slashed down to 3,000, and I saw and then I saw the KX get slashed to 7,000, I was like, don't go slash the Raptor X. Don't do it. Don't do it. This was a great compromise. I'll take this compromise because, man, the way Nikon and Red, they want Reds in everybody's hands.
Yeah.
And so the way they're slashing prices and releasing new cameras to make it available for everybody, gosh.
Yeah.
Glory.
Yeah.
Scan asked a really good question. He says, does the PL E&D adapter not work on the ZR2? It does not. I saw somebody testing it on Instagram. They said, as of right now, it does not work. The attachment for the PL works fine, but I definitely would not recommend you spend $3,500 because the E&D does not work yet. So just keep that in mind as of right now.
Dude, Brandon.
Yeah.
I'm a little sad.
Are we going to the poll?
No.
Oh.
I'm a little sad. We should have ran this when all of the Canon people were here.
Your Canon people can't even see. That's the deal about Canon people. They're like, oh, we're done talking about our stuff. All right, dip.
We either have 100 executives in the chat who are not doing anything but watching, but we only have 115 votes, and we got 250 C50 in the chat. So we're gonna need you.
Tell your Canon people to stop being trash cans.
Log.
Pull their phone out of their pocket.
Log into your multiple accounts.
And no, we ain't
vote.
saying do all that.
Also, hit that like button. We only have 162. This is pretty good. That's pretty good. Not gonna lie, 162 likes. But hit that like button. Take your phone out your pocket. Vote. The C50 needs, we need to show the people that this show got some clout.
This show got some clout.
Got some clout.
Yeah, let's run it. All right, so Jarrell, that is not all that dropped this week. It's kind of crazy to think about it, but there were other stuff that came out this week.
Too much stuff.
Came out this week.
IBC. Thank you, IBC.
You know, I didn't know IBC ran like this. Like, am I crazy? Or does it feel like IBC just went insane this time?
Well, it doesn't make sense because obviously I didn't know IBC ran like this, but NAB this year, didn't it feel a little tame?
It did, but it also felt like there was a looming threat of tariffs. Yeah. So maybe that's why.
Oh my gosh, everybody was like, "Oh, we're gonna announce." No, we ain't.
Yeah, everybody was like, "We ain't doing much."
So in a real way, because NAB and Cinegear had not tariff threats, it had we ain't got no work threats. So Cinegear and NAB felt very chill. And it felt like this year was going to be kind of an off year, but holy crap, now we have gotten to a spot where it's we big ballin'.
Yeah, everybody's definitely decided they're going to drop more stuff. The question is, who outside of the stories that we dropped so far that we talked about, had the best drop to you? Outside of the stories that we've talked about. And y'all let us know in the chat, outside of what we've already talked about, who had bonus drops this week that could have been full-on stories, but dropped something this week.
You know, this company makes me mad. MAD. You want to know why? Because their products are too good. And they be dropping too frequently, and I can't buy them fast enough. But Aperture just dropped the Nova 2s. And honestly, I'm like, why are you making me feel like my Novas are crap? Why'd you have to make them so much better? Why'd you have to put Blair in them? Why'd you have to put focusable lenses in them so it can be a hard light and a soft light? Why it got to be a 2x1? Why it got to be 28,000, 30,000 lux at 3 meters? Bruh, are you kidding me? And it was a drop in the ocean compared to this other stuff this week.
Yeah.
But don't let me switch over to Blair. Gosh, that's if I'm being really honest, that is outside of a camera, that is the next purchase, is switching over to the Blair line.
That's a big switch.
But then I'm afraid I'm gonna hate all the other lights I already have.
Yeah,
I'm worried about that.
That's my issue. That's why I say it's a big switch, because if you get if you get one Blair light, I don't think you can just buy one.
Yeah.
Because then even when you like start dialing in the exact, because I've seen this, like in our last film, we had a couple 80Cs, we had some 1200Xs, but then we also had OG Novas. And don't put an 80C at a certain hue and then put our Novas at that same hue. You're going to be like, can you turn saturation up? And they're like, that's 100%. What? You start having to turn your Blair engine lights down.
You're like, what's wrong with my light?
Bro.
What's wrong with it?
So I totally agree with you. I think for me, it was two. One I actually am going to buy. One I would like to buy, but probably won't. For me, it was the Let's lenses, the Hectors. Those lenses were freaking
they look nice.
Gorgeous. And everybody who shot with them also happened to shoot on it with a Raptor X, so that probably was an issue for me because I was seeing my camera shoot with what I believe is my dream lenses. So that was one. And then the second one is Tilta came out with a new cart. That's $1,200 for the base, $1,500 for the Pro. And I was like, finally, I feel like we're getting some competition in the cart space.
Is it, because I'm looking at pictures, is it like closer to the small rig size cart?
It's not it's not like a innovative size cart.
Okay.
Cam Mackey says, I'm getting hands on them this weekend.
Of course.
Bro, Cam, how long you gonna have them?
You like a shill.
I am. Those lenses are so beautiful to me. First off, Cam, is there any way you can put me in touch with whoever's letting you get access with them? Second of all, if you're gonna have them for a decent amount of time, I am liable to fly out to wherever you are for like a day or two just to be able to shoot with those lenses, because I have never seen a lens.
Yeah.
And in just a handful of frames was like, oh, that might be the new dream set. I've Let's has been on the dream list for a while, but
the way this man calling you out.
What do you say? Actually, today I gotta own a Leica. What? You gotta own a Leica? Oh, what if you owned one and then you sold it?
Then you're a trader.
I'm not a trader. I'm just waiting to buy the M11. I'm poor. Help me. Help me.
Help a brother out.
Help me.
Help a brother out, Grant.
Yeah, help me. They said,
me, please. What's your primary shooting camera?
Right now? Red. What are you talking about? Well, it depends on what room you are in the office. If you're in this room, I'm a Blackmagic shooter. If you're in that room, I'm a Lumix shooter.
When I sit in this channel, I need a grant.
Help me.
I need a sponsorship.
Help me.
When I'm in that room, you can't tell me nothing.
Yeah, but help me. I don't have a Leica, but I would love to shoot on these lenses, please.
Yeah.
I will shill.
I shoot Blackmagic.
I'll shoot. Look. Don't ask me not to shoot red anymore, but dang, for those lenses, I might shoot whatever you tell me to shoot.
Mount Alliance.
Well, it has an RF mount on that lens, so I'll throw that.
Oh, it does?
Yeah. Bro.
That's saucy.
Bro, give me those, please.
Who's?
What?
Are they hoping they go to the Raptor?
Who says that?
Who's buying that? Who's buying those lenses for RF? Raptor shooters?
Yeah, Raptor shooters.
Yeah. I was like trying to like process in my brain.
Well, they have a lot of mounts. They have the Z mount, they have the RF mount, they have the E mount,
but I was like,
they have the L mount.
I was like trying to process the amount of those lenses for the reciprocal RF mount on Canon. Like, who would buy that? But the Raptors,
Raptor. Yeah. No, I don't think anybody's shooting. I mean, maybe a C400 shooter.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Maybe. One lens is the same cost as your camera.
Expensive taste.
Yeah. Dude, those lenses
Caviar only.
Those lenses are like 7 bands each. So, would people use them on the FX3?
Somebody would.
Somebody definitely would.
Cam Mackey might. He loves Sony.
No, he doesn't. He won't shield for Sony.
He loves Sony.
Nah, not like that. They stopped paying.
What? If the doors were open at one point in time, they can reopen.
If they can get open gate, maybe. That's in Cam's writer now. He's like, your camera has to have open gate or else I'm not allowed to touch it.
Oh my gosh.
So,
dude, I found out something that happened in the poll.
What happened?
Somebody said Sony boys vote for the ZR. Y'all trash.
Canon people been doing that forever. Why are you so jelly?
I'm not jelly. I'm just saying.
You are mad
The
jelly.
Sony boys said, we ain't got a camera on the list. Let's vote for the ZR because we don't like Canon.
They don't like you.
No.
They don't like you.
My Canon fan people are here. I am secure.
So let's go through the percentages. What were they?
Okay. So as of right now, 162 votes. In last place, we got the Eterna.
Makes sense.
Yes. In third place, we have the Raptor XE. Mm-hmm. It's expensive.
It's basically prices.
In comparison to these two cameras that are 2,000 and 4,000, of course, the 2,000 and 4,000 are going to dominate. In second place, we have the Canon C50. And then in first place, we have the Nikon ZR.
I think that I don't think it's that, not necessarily that the Sony people just voted ZR just because, but that's the camera they could put their lenses on. So it makes sense that Sony people would vote for the ZR.
I just saw the comment that said, vote for the ZR, boys.
Do you not realize you be trying to sway the poll the same way?
Never.
Canon people, where are you at? Where my Canon people at?
I'm
vote,
joking.
Vote right now. Where my,
Switch
that
accounts.
Person, that
Switch
person,
accounts.
That person.
Vote again.
You see? That's the same
No,
stuff.
no. To be fair. I'm joking, though. I want to win outright. I don't want to win by no cheating.
Okay, well.
Cheaters.
You're wild. So yeah, I mean, so much dropped this week. What else dropped? What else did we miss that dropped this week? I'm trying to think of everything else that came out.
Oh, there were other lenses. Canon dropped the 85 VCM.
They did.
Which is going to be dope.
Yep.
I'm delivered.
Letamendi super chatted $20. Gerald be like, I don't like reds no more. I said I like cannons. 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 B.
I wonder how long a super chat could be. A message. Is it limited?
I don't know, but I don't think I want to find out.
Well, hey, if they going to get money, go ahead and test that out.
Someone got like copy and paste in like a whole diagram. ChatGPT, write me up a essay on why Canon is the best.
I like Canon. I like you just keep saying it. What was I gonna say? Oh, go follow me on Instagram, bro. My pin posting the deal was me shooting on the KX this week.
Yes, he still shoots KX.
Gosh, man, I'd be loving me some KX, but
when his clients pay for it.
But Brandon Washington may or may not in the near future be getting in the C80 and C400. Maybe.
Oh,
very
you trying to
soon.
tease? You trying to tease?
Very soon.
Trying to tease some stuff?
Maybe. So if you guys be on the lookout.
This man is so deep in the Canon rabbit hole.
We repping Canon. We repping Canon.
You know who you sound like? What is that? Stomp the Yard?
Yeah.
We rep them Canons.
We rock.
Canons. We rep them Canons.
Yeah, we rep it.
Ooh. Oh, man. Well, I mean, it has been a crazy week. Watch next week be big. It
Makes me want to fly to Amsterdam.
Bro, for real. I have never wanted to go to IBC before in my life. This almost got me thinking next year, should we go?
But watch it flip. Watch NAB be big because Sony drops the FX3 and then they do nothing in Amsterdam. But it's Amsterdam, though.
I mean, we could still go to Amsterdam.
I'm sure that'd be fire.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't never been there. You been to Amsterdam?
Nah.
That's what I'm saying.
I've been to a few different places outside the US, but not to Amsterdam. Amsterdam seems like it's a wild place.
Isn't that the place where like everything is legal?
It's the Las Vegas of the world.
Like everything's legal? Yeah. Like if you ask somebody, like there's like a difference. I saw like a TikTok or something was like there's a difference between asking somebody to go get coffee or to go to a coffee shop.
Uh-huh.
One of them means you want weed. The other one means you actually want coffee.
Dude, that's wild.
So
Dude, I feel like Americans could get messed up over in Amsterdam. You just be like, "Hey, you want to go get coffee?"
Yeah.
I didn't mean that. Oh gosh.
Sounds like it'd be a good time though. Yeah, weed is legal here. Oh, okay. So I am Mr. Notes.
They don't live in Texas.
I am Mr. Notes. No, he says, yeah, come to Amsterdam. He's in Amsterdam.
Oh.
He says weed is legal here
Oh, okay.
in Amsterdam. See, over there, they're just like, hey, you know, everybody just have a good time.
Wild. So any other drops? I'm trying to think.
Didn't Sigma drop like a little lens?
Oh, the 135 f2
Yes.
looks fire.
Well, so we got a 135 from Canon now, a 135 from Sigma, a 135 from Viltrox, and we got a 135 from Laowa, like in the last month. So something about the tech between 135s, just like the factory that be pumping out that 135 glass was
That it's autofocus
making money.
too.
Yes.
That it's autofocus because there have been some 135s,
Oh, yes.
but
There have
were
been.
manual focus.
Also, we talked about it earlier for like a little snippet, but Blackmagic got some pretty good updates. Blackmagic now supports Apple ProRes RAW inside the software, which was crazy. And then somebody told me that the 4K, the Pocket 4K, is getting is that getting Apple ProRes too? Mm-hmm. Is that getting it? Do you know?
I don't know.
Chat, is the Pocket 4K getting Apple ProRes support? Which is like insane. Paul asks, is any footage of B-Raw from the FX3 out there yet? No, because they haven't updated the software, I don't think, on the monitor. Or have they?
Do you know the biggest news coming out of Blackmagic?
What's that?
That the Pixis 6K L mount is $2,500.
Oh, yeah, we got a Blackmagic price drop.
Are you kidding me?
Bro, they said, we don't even need to release a camera.
They giving them away.
Bro, crazy words.
Dude,
$2,500?
20. I'm going to be honest. That's wild work. That's an almost like, why don't you have a Pixis?
That is
Answer the question, Brandon. Why don't you have a Pixis?
because I returned it. And I'm glad I did.
You were talking big on the Pixis before the show.
No, I said we were talking. Okay, don't do that. Before the show, give the full context. Before the show, we talked about the camera of the year. We were talking about how we're getting. We were saying that we're getting close to the end of the year.
Yeah.
It's time to start talking about who released the best camera of the year.
Yep.
And then I was reflecting on last year's winner of the camera of the
100%.
year, which we went
The
to
R5
the
Mark II.
It went to the R5 Mark II. Let me finish. You gonna throw my business out there and not let me give context. So you said the R5 Mark II, and then I said, retroactively, I think that the Pixis should have won camera of the year last year because I think it has had the most standing power 1 year later. And now, especially at the $2,500 price point, I think that the Pixis 6K could have won, maybe has a better argument of should have won camera of the year last year. That is what we were talking about.
Yeah.
So when we're talking about Brandon was saying good things about the Pixis, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah. I wasn't trying to make it seem
go
like...
look at your tone. Go listen to your tone.
No. I'm not saying you were saying something more. I'm saying you had good stuff to say. You think that Pixis should have won the best camera of 2025 or 2024.
Bro, we got so much to clip. I'm going to clip you. I'll clip you myself.
What did you think I was saying?
It's all good.
I was saying you were saying good things about the Pixis.
Okay.
Is that what I said?
Andy said, Brandon, what happened to your Pixis? It didn't work for what I wanted. The truth is that I needed it to do more than what it was going to do. And the way I was planning on buying the Pixis, I was going to buy 3 of them to actually run the show, like what we currently have here. And it didn't give me more than what I currently have going right now. Now, I'm still Blackmagic in here. Let's not get it twisted. Y'all are looking at a 4K,
I don't think that we've said this.
a 6K
I don't think
cinema.
we've said this yet.
What?
I don't think we've told them.
That these are Blackmagics? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've done an office tour. We did the office tour in the last space before we moved over here.
But was it with these?
Yeah, it was
okay.
it was with these. So we've made it very clear.
Yeah. Okay, no. I'm just saying, there was like a time where I remember when we had just the black bar set up on here, and people were like, "Are you guys shooting anamorphic?"
That's when we weren't telling anybody.
Yeah,
anything,
okay.
Because we were trying to. So I had a theory, and don't be offended, but I had a theory that with an audience full of filmmakers, if we put black bars on our screen, we would make y'all think we were shooting anamorphic. Mm-hmm. And then on the first episode, Jarrell asked, "What do y'all think of the new look?" With the black bars were up there.
Yeah.
And he said, "What do y'all think we're shooting on?" And a lot of y'all were like, Blazars, y'all are shooting on Mercury's, blah, 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 blah. And we never even said lens.
Atlas, wow.
We never even said lens. We literally just said, what do y'all think we're shooting on? And y'all jumped to the anamorphic lenses, which proved my point. That, sometimes all you need is black bars.
Sometimes all you need is, hey, so when you deliver videos to your clients, just put in those black bars.
Instant cinematic, dog.
Cinematic.
Instant cinematic.
Anyway, so yeah, but no, yeah, black magic
For
for the show.
Cam Mackey says that was just the Canon shooters.
Like, get out of here, Cam. Well, he would be the most offended by just throwing on some black bars.
Well, when we did throw black bars on, if I'm not mistaken, Cam was like, "Yeah, everybody's shooting anamorphic now." And I was like, "Yeah,
bro,
we weren't shooting anamorphic."
So back in the 2015s, 2016s, in the wedding days,
Yeah.
black bars.
Oh, black bars on everything.
Black bars.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Throw them black bars on there.
Oh, for sure.
Throw them black bars on
I
there.
am guilty of chasing after cinematic.
Oh, I did it on YouTube
2015.
videos. Whenever I would cut to like a B-roll segment, next shot. Bring those black bars down. Extra
Cinema mode.
Enact cinematic
Let
mode.
us know in the comments if you're an editor. Did you throw the black bars?
Brandon Talbot says, "I throw black bars on all my videos."
He's like, I ain't never stopped.
Black bars for the win. Bro, that's really be it. Man, I have to say, this week has been so much fun. I've had a blast with all the new drops. Quite honestly, I could use a week. I could use a slower week. We are so close to our 100th episode.
Yeah.
Where are we at? What was today?
94 today.
94. 6 episodes away. And for our 100th episode, we are putting together one of the biggest, craziest episodes we've ever done. So
Can we tell them a little?
No.
You don't say nothing?
We've already told who we've invited and who said they're coming. We'll see if they actually show up. But
No, I'm not saying who's coming, like some things we're going to do.
no.
Oh, God.
Because I got to figure out the technicalities of pulling off that stuff.
Oh,
yet.
yeah. We should under promise and over deliver.
Yes.
We're going to do a 100th episode.
We are going to do
That is for sure.
a 100th episode.
Super under promising.
So definitely make sure y'all go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bells, so that way you guys can be notified of everything we have coming out. Dude, it has been insane. APC just reminded me, we didn't even talk about Apple. Wild.
Dude, did you hear?
What?
Just as a quick soundbite,
What?
I didn't even look it up, but their stock dropped
Oh, no.
after they Brandon's stock dropped after they released the 17.
Oh, that happens every year, though.
Yeah, for sure. And it's gonna bounce back, guys.
Yeah.
Guys, come on now.
I'm not worried about that.
Come on now.
Every year they announce a new iPhone, stock drops.
And then when also y'all say they lost $108 billion, it's like you only lose if you sell. So like the value dropped, but they didn't lose $108 billion on a $3 trillion company.
They lost maybe 108 billion in what's it called, evaluation.
Yeah.
But Monday, watch when the stock market opens right back up. People who are buying at that dip, it's gonna send it right back up.
And when people go into T-Mobile and they start buying that camera or buying that phone,
Yeah. So
to the moon.
yeah, I ain't really worried about that. I almost wish I was like super like aggressive with my stock purchases, because like when I know that they're about to drop something, I would sell, and then when they announce it and I know it dips, I would buy all back at that dip, and I would ride that wave every year.
What What do they call those people?
What day traders?
No, what was the? Yeah, but you're a Reddit bro. What is that?
Stock Bros or whatever they were.
Yeah, who is that group?
Yeah, the GameStops.
The GameStops
yeah.
and the AMC.
Yeah.
Brandon trying to be risky with his future.
Oh, that's why I don't do it. That's why I say I wish I was more aggressive. I wish I was more aggressive.
Yeah.
But I'm not. All right. Well, yeah. Super excited about all this news this week. We're gonna take the weekend and sort of digest all of it. As far as are we talking? Are we buying? I put in an order for the C50.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Stocks. That's what they were called.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see what happens on that. ZR. Fix some software stuff. I'm buying on that too.
I would like to make a C50 prediction for Brandon.
Okay.
He's going to get the C50. It's going to come through this time. Hopefully there's no pre-order mess that's going to happen. The C50 is going to come. I think there's things that he's going to love about it. I think there's things that he's not going to love about it. But I'm going to make a prediction now that he's going to keep it. That's my prediction.
So I'll tell you the truth.
That R3 magic is going to fall on him. That's what I'm going to say. But I'm not going to glaze too much, because if I glaze too much, he's gonna have a reason to send it back.
No, that you can't, bro. It's my money. You can't. I don't like. I appreciate your opinion, but I'm an adult. I'm
just saying. If I say Brandon's gonna love this camera, he's gonna love it. I feel like it's gonna turn you off more to the camera. That's what I mean.
I could care less.
Okay.
I could care less your opinion when it comes to like what I want to buy and what I want to use. Now, I ask your thoughts on like matching with your cameras and stuff like that, but like I make my decisions based off of me and what I'm gonna use it for. But the problem that the C50 has, and this is what I'll tell you, and I'll be honest with everybody here. The C50 not only has to be a great camera for me, but it will be the deciding factor on if I stay RF.
Ooh.
And that is a heavy burden to put on it.
That is.
Because the R50 or the C50 has to be able to give me enough reason to say I'm not going to switch to the Z mount on my Raptor. And but the benefit that it does have is 19 RF lenses. So it's got something.
Swing both ways.
So it's got something to help it out a lot. But if it doesn't give me what I'm looking for, if it's not the RF FX3 killer that I need it to be, we jumping ship. I'm done being in this abusive relationship that is the RF mount. I'm done.
What FX3 killer are you turning to?
I'm gonna just shoot red. Actually, in a very honest way, bro, give me that S1 too. Like, let's just run the Lumix gang. Like, let's go Lumix gang. I'm gonna ride or die with y'all.
We didn't have hot takes, but that was the hot take today,
bro. There it is. There's my honest opinion. You stuck around this long, you just got the truth. Oh man, yeah, it's an abusive relationship. Jarrell, any final word for the people?
C50.
You ain't buying.